Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Wizard's Shop. I occasionally do reviews and show off products on this channel, and I try to always drink my own Kool-Aid and only review things that I am legitimately interested in myself. And in this case, well, the situation couldn't be better because I was contacted by VIOFO to ask if I wanted to review their A119 Mini 2. And they sent this email shortly after I had actually bought myself an A119 V3 for myself. So now I have two VIOFO dash cams, and I gotta somehow make a video out of this. In my previous video about dash cams, I'd actually mentioned the A119 as the budget option to get. This is about an $80 dash cam on Amazon. Anything cheaper than this, and you're risking reliability. This is about the gold standard for value. The A119 Mini 2 is a price bracket higher at about 120 bucks, but it's got a newer generation sensor and some other features that will be on the screen as we're installing them. We'll walk through them together, but first let's get these unboxed and talk about what we're installing them in. I'm installing the cheaper A119 V3 in my Corvette because I don't drive it as much, and that's what I'd already picked out for it. I'm pretty sure these are going to be pretty much the same stuff in the box. We've got the unit itself, nice wedge. A friend of mine has one of these. He's had it in his car. It seems to do him well. These get good reviews everywhere for budget dash cams. We've also got user's manual, read before installation. Yep. What are these? Maybe I should have read before installation. I'm baffled. Oh, they're windshield they're windshield static stickers. Box. Ooh, it comes with a trim tool. We won't have to share. Wow, there's a lot in here. Okay. Mini USB cable. Sticky mounting plates. In addition to the sticky mounting plates, these must be for running wires. Real long cable that goes to a 12-volt adapter. A lot of wire guides, pretty generous with wire guides, and some foam tape. We're not going to be using this cable because VIOFO also sent me their HK4 hardwire kit, which I also bought for both cars, and they sent me an SD card and the wireless Bluetooth control, which this is actually going in that car. This is just a Bluetooth button that you push in order to save a clip, because Amber lives in the most crazy apartment complex ever and is always seeing wild stuff, and this will let her easily mark those clips of crazy people doing hood rat things. This table's much higher. This is Amber's new car. It's a 2009 Lincoln MKX. Somehow we got this thing for $5,500, and the only reason that we went for this one was because the water pump had already been done. As Tyler will happily tell you, this second generation of the Duratec V6, this is the 3.7, they took the water pump and moved it from being a thing driven off the camshaft to being driven by the timing chain, under the cover, so officially the engine has to come out in order to do that job. The previous owner of this tells me he's able to do it by just dropping the passenger side of the engine down and get to it through the wheel well. Still sounds miserable. Very happy that it's done. Other than that, reliable car. And for $5,500, I mean 180,000-ish miles, that's pretty good. It's got cooled seats. I'm immensely jealous. The AC in this doesn't work. That's why I don't drive it right now. Anyway, A119 Mini 2. This has the second generation of the Sony StarViz sensor, which is what you'll find in pretty much every dash cam that's worth it. The main differentiator between dash cams, once you get past all the really low-end crap, is features in addition to the sensor. They're all going to have pretty much the same video quality because they've all got the same Sony StarViz sensor. It's the only good sensor in the game. This one, got a few more buttons on here, also got a screen, micro SD card slot. This one uses USB Type-C, which makes it a real device. Not that it really matters because it's just going to be plugged in all the time. We got another user's manual. Honestly, the quality of the manuals, I mean, it's quite good. I am impressed. Read before installation. Yep. A couple more static things. Let's just, yep, okay, all the same stuff. We've got 12-volt adapter, we got trim tool, we got a Type-C cable, and we got more various sticky pads and a warranty registration. So, cool. So I've got 2 dash cams, but only one me, and 2 cars to install them in. So Tyler and I are gonna race. He's gonna take the MKX, and I'm gonna take the Chevy Cavalier, Corvette, and
Spicy Miata.
we're gonna see who can go from nothing to app connected to the mounted camera and recording first. Yeah, neither of us have like any familiarity with how like the A-pillars come off of these cars and whatnot, so it's actually fairly even. Oh, that's what this is. This is a replacement. I forgot to actually check this because the windshield needs replaced on this at some point. It has a replacement sticky pad, so when the windshield guys scrape it off of there, we can just put it right back on using good quality 3M adhesive. I ran into that with my car. Cool beans. Are you looking forward to this as much as I am?
I'm gonna smoke you.
Don't be so enthusiastic. Do you think the interior on this comes apart easier than the 30-cent plastic interior? That's the other reason I'm doing mine, because if I break my interior trim pieces, I won't be that sad about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Who's
gonna break more interior pieces?
Probably me. Ford interiors actually come apart really nice. I forgot to look at what the hardwire kit consists of. I'm pretty sure it consists of some wire and potentially some hard.
Don't like that.
As expected, we have...
there's the wire, and there's the hard.
I just realized something.
They're both USB-C.
This one's mini USB for the A119. This one's USB-C for the good one. And it's just USB on one end,
HK4, HK3.
a whole lot of wire, and then on this end we have a ground prong, switched and continuous power. And the way we're doing this all is with addifuses, my favorite hack.
I thought I was your favorite hack.
Toss these on the table so we can both have at them, and yeah.
I've already got mine done. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's why it's all sitting on the hood still. We got everything laid out. We got some tools. We got Identifix. My phone keeps going off. This is the old dash cam out of her car. Technically, so this was like $40 off Amazon. Miraculously, it actually recorded the accident that totaled her car, which I guess we can actually show now that the insurance thing's done with. But it's extremely lucky that it actually captured it, because like 9 out of 10 times before that, when she would like try to show me some crazy hood rat stuff going down, this did not capture it. So that's the downside with going with it. Like, and this was $40. It was half as cheap as the cheaper A119, and that's actually reliable. And like any of this stuff is still less than like one payment of your average full coverage insurance plan, and it makes sure that that insurance plan will actually pay out when something happens. So it's all well worth it. But now we're going to see which one of us two idiots can dash camify our cars the quickest. So go, I guess. I'm going to start by looking at where I'm gonna put it. Probably just right over here, probably, so the screen's a little closer to me. You want to make sure it's somewhere that's swept by the wipers. My fuse box is down here, so let's see what we're dealing with. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna be able to put my fuse box's cover back on, unfortunately. And there we go. Oh, it's all the tiny fuses. It's a good thing I got an assortment of those things.
Well, I've got A-pillar trim off. I've got a clear path to route everything. Looks like something was already routed up here, so that should make it a little easier for me. And I'm just gonna mount it right here behind the doodad, the mirror. And I've got access to the fuse box here, which is conveniently placed so that I can just run the wire straight up here along the top of the windshield and be done.
I think I'll just be able to push the wiring back behind here. I think that the chintzy interior of my Corvette is going to work in my advantage. Just got to get this A-pillar off. So I'm going to go with pull. Ow. There we go. Did I break anything? Miraculously, no. You think this is factory duct tape in here? It is actually just black duct tape. It is super goopy too. Oh yeah, there's actually like a wire channel here if I push the wires up in there. Well, that's super easy. Oh yeah. Oh, this is cinch. Okay, let's go get the camera ready and you guys go check in with Tyler. Clean microfibers or something?
Yes.
There's like, I'm surprised there's not like a lint cloth.
There's, actually, here. Wait, why am I helping you?
Well, you're gonna need it too to clean off the glass.
Go get your own. I've already wasted 4 minutes.
Look at him run.
Oh, he running.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna hunt for a constant and a switched 12-volt source. So these cameras take two 12-volt sources. One is when the ignition's on, it triggers the camera. Well, it turns it on. And then the other one's a constant so that if anything happens, you know, while the vehicle's off, you still have recording. There's our constant. Mark that one. Alright, so now we should be able to find another one. Hopefully right next to it.
As expected, I can just sort of shove this up in here and then run it down this side. I need to take the super fancy duct tape up. Okay. Is that all hidden? Yep. All right. This squishy GM interior is really, really working to my advantage.
So I have both my switched and my constant power identified. So all we gotta do is drop these ATA fuses in and run the wiring. Figure out which way these will go in there. And also the fuses that it is supplied with are 15 amps, so I went ahead and found two 15 amp circuits. He asked for the crimpers. I told him where they were and then proceeded to walk over and snatch them. Alright, so battery positive. That's gonna be our constant. I'm gonna put heat shrink on that too. I don't really like these crimps.
Sabotage. I've been given a broken voltmeter. Position 11, I'm told, is a good switched one. That is this 20 amp dude right here. Okay, sure enough, no voltage when the key's off. And then when the key's on, 12 volts. All right, so that's gonna be position 10. That's a 20 amp circuit. That is more than enough. So that is our switched, which is going to be the yellow wire. And then our constant is going to be CNSL SIG. CNSL SIG. Cigarette lighter? What I don't want to do is anything relating to the ECU. Console cigar, cigarette lighter. No, that's fine. So fuse number 1 is going to be our constant, which is also a 20 amp fuse. I just didn't want to use anything like the ECU power or something like that because just don't want to risk it. I'm not really sure what I need. These ATA fuses kind of suck, and I can't like get the fuse to fit in here very well. I'm guessing the new fuse goes in here.
Oh, he's guessing now? Good lord.
That's the side that the wire comes out of, so it's a pretty solid guess.
Those are the mini.
What?
Yours are a different style.
Oh, shoot. Oh, for crying out loud. Oh, yeah. No, that...
Better?
I think I'm just going to use the squeezy crimps. Oh, fine.
Where's my torch?
I'll do it right.
Now we can put marine heat shrink over them so
What are these, 16?
they'll stay secure. This heat shrink's got glue inside of it.
Ooh. You know what else has glue inside of it?
Bottle of glue?
Yeah.
A glue stick.
Sure does.
The glue factory.
That's horses.
Nay.
Where'd that crimper be? Heck yes. Ooh, yours is, this is actually quite nice. Oh, never mind, this isn't nice. You have to do it in multiple stages.
Why don't you cry about it some more?
I will.
Give me those back.
Trash. Why can't you just be normal? Okay. What?
Womp womp. So Jake was the one that actually turned me on to these crimps, and
then you went and bought the worst one.
Tell me all this time I could have just done that. Too easy. While we're in a competition to see who can complete this task the quickest, we're actually doing it correctly and not hacking it. So, I should have left that a little bit looser.
Yeah, this heat shrink does smell like quality, actually.
What?
It smells like quality, as opposed to the other heat shrinks that don't smell like quality. You gotta cinch it down the last little bit. Now I need the torch.
Okay. Now I figure out where we're gonna place the thing. Yeah. The doohickey.
And look at this, there's this nice factory ground point right here. It looks like a little 8 mil. What the heck? Oh, did that break?
Oh.
Ah, you changed your idea where to put the camera.
Yeah. Well, that'll make the controls accessible, plus it's got some little antenna back there behind the mirror, and I don't want it to obscure.
I think that's for my remote start, maybe.
You're probably right. That's fine.
It may be tempting to go for the super OEM looking ground location here. Do not do it. It is a bastard. There. And all this can just nicely stuff right there. Okay. You know what time it is? Haha! Mine's on! It's got GPS, so it knows it's recording automatically. It's got GPS, so it knows what's up. Looks like we got a decent picture. Got our speed, how long it's been recording for. Resolution, bit rate, loop recording, video format, exposure, driving safety, parking mode. Wow, this is a pretty comprehensive menu system here. Go ahead and leave the menu. Power on the camera. Press the Wi-Fi button. I don't have that. Yeah, it might be time for the manual.
Get your fuse box to cooperate over here. Having to trim some of the cover off so it fits with those added fuses in. Oops. Oh. It's not gonna fully fit because that lower add a fuse. On the bright side, we don't have a whole mess of excess wire. And I'm gonna tuck this switch up here, bundle that up nice and neat, and zip tie it out of the way.
Fuse box cover fit back on because it doesn't have a bottom, so everything actually fits quite well. So all we have to do is don't show that part. I win!
41 minutes and 52 seconds.
How long?
Is your interior reassembled?
Yep.
He's got everything reassembled already.
Oh, shit. And it's powered on and recording. He cheated.
You both took different approaches to it. You guys were really, really close, just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that one's not recording yet.
Oh, no, he's still working on it.
You can record these nuts.
OnlyFans.com/neurodivergent mechanic.
Oh, and you already have the app downloaded on your phone? He ain't even done that on my phone.
I'm removing the app from the requirements because that's unfair because this one doesn't have an app. So that's one of the advantages of the Mini 2. It has Wi-Fi, so you can connect to it with your phone and download stuff from there. On mine, I'd have to take the SD card out if something happened, put it in my computer to get the footage off, which is slightly less convenient. But again, I don't drive that car as much, so it works out. Mine has the earlier generation StarViz sensor. This has the StarViz 2, which presumably is a little higher end.
My bad.
Does it come on? Heck yeah.
Where's the SD card?
Please insert the memory card.
Yeah, I still get points for a cleaner install, though.
Ow.
I don't know.
So we're at 46 for Tyler.
Tyler buys dinner. I just made that up just now, but that's totally a thing.
You know what?
It was pretty close.
It was close.
It was very, very close.
And
you
you
both
forgot.
ran into issues.
I was busy helping you.
Oh, he still
The
has to do the button.
Stick the button on it.
Let's see what the button has here. The button has a user manual. Whoa, it's so cute!
Oh, is it Bluetooth?
Yeah.
Oh.
Bluetooth remote control. So we got a little coin cell, which goes in, I think it's twist. Just a little twist.
Book only pays 0.2 on that.
Wow, so we both failed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's got a little light. And you just stick it somewhere. Press and hold the video lock button on the remote control for 3 seconds to pair with the camera. I think we push and hold the button for 3 seconds.
Recording started.
Yep, turn blue. Oh, there we go.
Video protected.
Video protected. Cool. Gotta push and hold the Wi-Fi button to turn on the Wi-Fi. That makes sense. Cool. Push and hold the Wi-Fi to put it on. It'll show the password on the screen, and then you connect to it. So now we go back to the app. Wow, it's just that easy. Look at that. We got a nice view of the Wizard's shop. Wow, that camera quality is fantastic, actually. Let's see. Oh, we can embiggenify it. Okay, so we can set our video resolution. Oh, wow. You can do 4K 30. I think we'll probably stick with 1440p 30. You can do motion detection, G-sensor. You can do the time and date stamp. Choose your quality. We can set the time in here and do a time sync with the phone. We'll go ahead and do that. Cool. We can enable or disable parking mode along with G-sensor and motion detection. Rear camera mirror, which we do not have. Voice notifications, voice commands. Wow. Take video, video start, video stop, so you can tell this thing what to do. Speed units, we're going to want in miles an hour. GPS info stamp, camera model stamp, screen timeout, and then of course you can set all of your SD card and Wi-Fi password and stuff. That is actually quite full-featured. I've definitely seen higher-end dash cams with fewer features and a worse app. This app is actually pretty dang good, if I do say so myself. And then if we had the 2-channel, we could switch cameras here. You can take a picture, and then if we look at this, we can see all of our past recorded footage and play it back. Wow, that pops up pretty quickly, actually. And I can go ahead and scan through it, download it to my phone. Locked files, there we go. We'll go ahead and, let's see, can we delete it? Yes, we can delete our locked file because, well, we don't care. Oh, and it puts parking mode separately. Oh, and here's the picture I accidentally took. So there we go. That's 2 dash cams installed by 2 people in 2 cars. And if you're interested in the VIOFO that is in the Lincoln, check out the... I did win. But also, if you're interested in the VIOFO that's in the Lincoln, you can check out the link in the pinned comment below and use the code for a discount. Thanks for watching, I guess. It's dinner time. Okay, we're gonna do a tour of the MKX here, see what see what's going on. This is a reasonably well optioned car. Chrome wheels, pearl paint. It's got the neat light pipe rear taillights. They're not, unlike the Mark 8, they're not neon, but they are LED, which is kind of cool. I don't like this thing very much, honestly. Amber loves it. I hate the driving position is really upright, which I'm not a big fan of. And a lot of this is just Jake dislikes modern cars things. Like these A-pillars are absolutely enormous, and you can't tell where the front of the car is at all. Like, I've never been in a vehicle with such bad forward visibility, but here we are. But the seats are comfy. They're vented, which I'm extremely jealous of, and heated. We've got streaming Bluetooth media, which is incredibly rare for a car of this age. This is the Microsoft Sync goofiness. I think it's a 6-speed automatic. We've got controls and everything, a pretty sensible dash layout. All of it quite nice, actually. It's a very nice place to be in general. THX audio and the big glass roof. Let's see here. Got a few other interesting features. One thing I really like about Fords, especially of this era, when I'm not turning on the brights, is this detail here. The door panels are held on with screws. If it's anything like my 05 Mustang, there are no plastic clips to break when you take off this door panel. You just undo these screws, probably a couple more screws in here, and then it just comes off. It's really well thought out. We got the most 2000s feature ever, which we haven't actually tried yet, which is the DVD players in the back headrests. I absolutely love that. It's so incredibly of the times. But just imagine how sick this would have been as a kid in like 2008 to have a DVD player, or 2 DVD players. I'm not even sure where the audio comes out of. It just comes out of like the back speakers, right?
I don't know, I haven't tried it.
Yeah. Tons of space back here. We've thrown the, the scooters and skateboards back here and had a fun time. These actually power fold down, which is neat. And then the back gets its own sunroof. So that's all pretty neat. Power rear tailgate as well. I just noticed these front firing rear tweeters in the C-pillars. That is something. Yeah, I mean that's the interior. I also like one of the few cases of like wood grain that I don't totally hate, and memory seats, which is great because I drive this car too sometimes, and I can just put the closest thing I can find to comfortable, and here's a memory position, and then it just goes to it. I say closest thing because, again, upright driving positions just don't work with my back. Under the hood we have, I think this is called the Cyclone 3.7 liter V6. All crammed in here, all nice and fun to get to stuff. This is definitely not a car that I will be working on much, if at all, if I can avoid it, because, yikes. Looks like we could use a bit of a clean on that battery terminal, though. That is yucky. Not a terribly old battery, but yeah, not much to look at here. It is an engine. It does do things. One of the engines of all time, that is correct. You having fun? Yeah. This thing's about to hit 270,000 miles. It's actually quite close. So there we go. That's her new car. Probably expect some form of video with this later. What was it we were gonna do?
I'm gonna mess with the AC.
Oh yeah, we need to diag the AC at some point. That also needs AC diag. I mean, it doesn't really need diag. We know what's happening. It's just pouring AC fluid out of the compressor, but it's hot out, and I don't like driving it. Also, we just finished doing a bit more messing around with the preferences and settings in both of the dash cams, and I think I can pretty confidently recommend getting the one with Wi-Fi over the A119 that I have that doesn't have Wi-Fi. I mean, the A119 is definitely good if you're on a budget, if you just want something extra to throw in a car that you're not going to use all that much, but for a daily driver, definitely go for the Wi-Fi because you don't have to, I mean, I don't know about the rest of y'all, but by the time I get home, I will have forgotten that I need to pull my SD card out and get that footage of some dude merging on the highway at 3 miles an hour on a Sunday. So it's a lot easier if you can just whip out your phone and get it off when you're at the gas station or whatever.